Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Sustainable Innovation YouTube channel, where we've been talking about sustainable innovations which are helping fight climate change while increasing household income. Today, I just wanted us to talk about a very simple scenario where we're going to learn and understand some few aspects on what we need to do and some few changes which has already occurred. Anybody watching from wherever you're watching us from, please feel free to let me know where you're watching from so that we can welcome you today to join this community as we are going to learn together. Okay, today we are going to talk about farming as a business and what are the importance of farming as a business. From the past experience that we have been able to get, like in my scenario growing up, we knew and realized that only jobs were jobs. Going to school, farming was more of a chore and nobody loved it. It's more of work and it's never fun. Because, first of all, we were forced to go to the gardens to till the whole day. And nobody took their time to help us understand that this is a gold mine and it is an opportunity which can change your life. We even never realized that the farming or agriculture as an area is a potential area for employment and to increase household income and also even fight climate change. This perception has really impacted our farming methods and our attitude towards farming. Now we need to start changing our attitude so that we can do farming as a business. People would be investing in other business kinds, forgetting that farming is one of the ventures that they can be able to do. Do agriculture, do farming so that it can increase your household income while fighting climate change. So, when you realize from the people we've been interacting with the past maybe 30 or 40 years ago, farming was for people who are very poor, the marginalized. And they were like not professionals at all. People didn't really value farmers, but they did not realize that their food is being made by those farmers. Their health is being taken care of by those farmers. They are the ones who till the land, and they are the ones who are really and highly not respected. Farmers all the time are never given a priority, even now at the moment as we speak. Banking sectors have money for business ventures, but you find that in farming sector, I don't know why even the investment institutions are not giving it a real focus so that the people around can be able to tap from this. The weather pattern has changed, and farmers need to do improved farming systems with no support. This has made most farmers to really get discouraged, to think of what can we do next apart from this. Is there any other area we can venture into to increase our income apart from farming? Because we are here doing our daily farmings, but no money at all. Hmm? You plant and be in the farm till harvest, and with the bad climatic change, very minimal harvest that cannot even support your household. You might even invest 100,000 Kenya shillings in your farm, from land preparation to harvesting. But in the real sense, what are you getting? You are not getting anything. You end up losing all the produce that you've got. They are not even enough to take care of your family. That is why I really feel that we need to work closely with investment institutions. The government needs to come in to support farmers. This can really improve their life because this is their livelihood. They don't have anywhere to go. And try to imagine a situation whereby community groups, people in the village, the illiterate community, their academic level is already wanting. Their literacy level is very low. and yet nobody's there for them. Where can they go? They have no one to turn to. We need to have a working system. Actually, I really think that there need to be a shift. People need to start sensitizing young people, young population, to change their mindset on farming, on agriculture, so that they can embrace agriculture. If they embrace agriculture, I'm very sure that their attitude towards farming will be positive and invest more time in it. This can increase their household income and even give them more support. If we continue working this way, this is going to take us far. I'm requesting anybody watching us from anywhere, please let us know where you're watching us from so that we can welcome you into this today's session where we are talking about farming as a business. Just leave for us a comment there so that we can be able to know and learn together. I really feel that there's a real gap on this farming or agriculture as a sector, which people need to know and they need to really embrace. There should be a serious campaign on awareness creation on what people need to do with the family. As children grow, they need to know that their food is from the soil and they need to really work hard to till this land to produce quality food. If these children are taught and told that there is no job apart from this, because all those industries operating, they are operating under the benchmark of the farming of agriculture. And without that in place, we are not going anywhere. And we'll continue having this cycle and we are continuing to destroy our lands. Now, if you check at the temperature, atmospheric temperature, the temperature has really increased. Weather patterns have really changed. And water levels and even drought is really high. If it rains, it pours and people are suffering. We need to do something. And that action must start by you. Nobody can do it apart from you. And if you do it and start acting on it, believe me, one day at a time, something will change and you'll be able to have a lasting impact. And if we do this continuously and engage in advocacy and teach our people, engage our leaders in this topic, Rome was not built in a day. They will surely be able to understand that it's really important for people to engage in sensitizing the youth, the young generation who are coming up to join farming. And not only farming for the purposes of food, but do it in the value chain, do it as a business. If you do it in those aspects, it's not going to be the same. Things are going to be different, and everything will be able to change. And I believe if we invest more as a country on farming research and then get a very good method on how to disseminate these good results, that old woman or that illiterate or semi illiterate woman in the village who genuinely needs this information on best farming practices cannot be able to access it. And with the systems right now, if you don't get information and information is power, there is nowhere you are heading. So, first of all, let us start sensitizing our people on the importance of improved farming systems. Let people start changing their attitude of from farming as a chore to farming as a business. And if that is done effectively, we are going to have an impact. When a child is born and trained on a different method of farming and they know and they embrace it, they'll be having passion on what they need to do and how they need to make it work. If that works well, slowly by slowly, we are going to have a lasting impact, not only on the farming system, but also on the environment. And if they're doing farming as a business, it is going to help them increase their household income, increase their living standard. Nutritionally, they are going to eat healthy and they are going to eat food that they have really produced from the farm, which they are very sure of the source. Sometimes you might be having money and willing to buy food, but are you really sure of the source of your food? It might even be branded organic. That's good. But how many people are doing organic farming wherever they are? The percentage might be very low. So let us organize ourselves, start training our young children, young generation, school going children on farming as a business, and farming as an employer, and farming as a source of income, and farming as a way to protect our environment. If this message goes out very well, I know it's not going to be very easy, but slowly by slowly it's going to sink in, it's going to be embraced. If our teachers develop curriculum around this farming as a practice to increase household income, we are going to really improve our country. We are going to work slowly, and within a certain period of time, within a 5 to 10 years, the students who are in high school by now, by the time they'll be graduating from the university, they shall have adopted the attitude, not waiting for only the white collar job. The perception that only white collar job can be able to help somebody earn a living should actually go. People can earn a living out of farming, but one thing, they must be supported with government, great government policies and financial institutions to cushion them from the uncertainties surrounding farming. If those happens very well, then we are going to go somewhere. So I'm asking everyone, let us join each other and help embrace each other. Let us even identify which niche can someone come from and what can they really do. Most farmers have left farming because of the bad climate change. The weather has changed. Nowadays, even if they are in the farm, they cannot earn that income. So most of them opt for, let me do another thing apart from farming and leaving their land fallow. But land is something which was created by God. And in that land, that is where the food is. In that land, that is where we have the gold mine. That if we seriously invest our time and money in proper land preparation, proper seed selection, and getting credible suppliers of the right tools, we can be able to get what we need. Nutritionally, we'll be able to develop. Health wise, we will be able to be very healthy. And at the same time, with good farming methods, we'll be able to fight climate change while at the same time increasing household income. So, this is just a campaign that all of us must join in. Look at the positive side of farming. As an individual, I know wherever you are watching from, you must have had a meal today. You must have had breakfast, lunch, or supper today. Can you go to the root cause of that meal? It was from the soil. No, and from the back of your mind, you know that somebody did the job. And when somebody did that job to make sure that you have food on the table, if you look at the chain, who are the people who are working so hard and less paid? They are the farmers. Such kind of policy need to change so that we can even have streamlined issues where we compensate these people for the good job that they are doing to make sure that we have food on the table. And not just food, but quality, healthy foods on the table. It's really going to be beneficial to our environment and our health. A person who is healthy can deliver. Wherever you're watching from, try to imagine that you never had good meals throughout and you are very hungry. You cannot deliver in each sector. Whether it is a white collar job, it is which kind of job, you must eat first. And it is also good to have eat healthy foods for you to deliver effectively. Please leave a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We'll always be having very simple topics and very simple discussions every Thursdays at 8 p.m. Even if this hour is not working well for you, just let me know so that we can always work around it and look at which is the best time that we can always be able to interact, learn from one another, and grow so that we can be able to fight climate change, increase household income, and change people's attitudes toward farming, which is very critical for their nutritional needs. At this point, I'm only requesting that I'll be able to leave. And thank you so much for taking your time to be with us. Share this channel. Please, if you are not yet subscribed, don't forget to click that button. Subscribe to this channel. Let's learn together as we do this. Feel free to give us suggestions on the possible topics that you wanted us to discuss. As I've always been receiving some, I'll be waiting to receive more so that we can be able to effectively dialogue and agree, find a lasting solutions. I've posted some past episodes, and I really know that if you really want, you can start following them slowly, practicing them slowly, and see, have a question that I tried this and this is not working for me. Maybe the species you tried, maybe the method you tried is not working. But we now have a forum where we can learn from one another, we can give each other direction, and clearly work together for sustainable future. Thank you so much. It was nice having you this evening. Meet you next week, same time, same venue. Thank you so much for watching.